Right. I think now we're live on YouTube. So we can start introducing ourselves so we can know a little bit more about each other. So, Pedrito, can you start?
Sure. My name is Pedrito Souza. I am 35 years old. I live in Santa Maria, Rio Grande do Sul, born and raised here. I'm married and I have a 9 years old daughter. And in my free time, I like to go outside, to go a park or a club with my family. And in my work, I am a DevOps engineer. And I am in Talk since June to improve my English and my speaking.
Very nice. That's nice. I think that's when I started as a host here in June, if I'm not wrong. So that's very interesting. And about me, I'm El Tavares. I'm from São Paulo. I live here. I like to study languages. Let me see. I love animals. I intend to work with them with the languages in the future. And I love animals, especially dogs. I love eating, and that's it. Traveling when that's possible, going to the beach, just relaxing a little bit, getting out of the correria of the daily life, just to not get too stressed about things. But the today's topics is if you could no 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 preferences. So today we're going to start with the first question, and just to talk up some things about the platform. Talking Talk is a platform where we can practice English, Spanish, Italian, French, and Mandarin. In the future, we'll be able to practice other languages too. And here's a safe place to make mistakes. We're not here to judge anybody. We are here to make mistakes. We are here to learn. And I'm not a teacher. I'm not going to teach you anything. But I think both of us are going to learn a lot from each other's experiences, point of views, and so on. And just to let that clear, here's a conversation 100% in English. Of course, we can say some words in Portuguese if that's necessary, but it's mainly in English. Now we can start with the first question, and then we can see if somebody is coming until 4 until 2 p.m. and 10. But can you start reading and answering the first question?
Or, what recent TV series has impacted you the most and why? About TV series, let me see. Now I am watching a series about Lord of the Rings, a new series. Uh, I like to historical series or sci-fi and uh, these things. This series is nice to watch and reflect the books of the Lord of the Rings. Is a good series.
What is the name?
I don't I don't remember the names now. Let me see. Is Rings of Power, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to see and maybe watch it. I don't. I'm not really into watching TV series or even movies. I like it's mainly movies when I watch something, but it's so um every now and then, not so often, let's say. But one TV series that has impacted me, let me see. I think like the nostalgic ones can be a great example, like Everybody Hates Chris and others. I don't remember It's So Raven, That's a Raven. And these ones that were usually the ones that I had access to. But nowadays I actually don't watch it. I've watched a few episodes of Dark, if I'm not wrong, that's the name. It was in German, so I could try to understand anything, at least a word in it. But that's the most I can say because I'm not really into it. And about the second question, if I could eliminate one current trend that you dislike, what would it be? One trend? I don't know. What can you say about it? The second question.
One trend I can eliminate. No, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is like what it would be. I don't know. Let me see. I think it is nowadays is a lot of trends about the new generation there, and I maybe I don't I don't feel immersive me in this, and I think you about you have a trend you dislike and could eliminate. I think
Well,
me.
I can say about the technology going through the same way, but not exactly the same way, but talking about these new things that is happening. I'd say with the technology and all, I think that's a trend that has been here for a few years. Basically, talking bad things about people. I feel it's something it came it came and got strong mainly with the technology, being able to just comment on people's videos and photos, whatever they want. So if that's considered a trend, I'd say that because it's about hate. So I don't like at all this kind of thing. And I'm not really into doing that. Even with the great things, of course, if I know that's something great, I kind of can like it on Instagram, for example, but if that's a bad thing, I don't know how people have the courage to do that. It's because they are on internet. But if that was in person, person to person, I don't feel the majority of people would do that in front of one or many people, you know.
I think now like a trend I could eliminate is this thing about the people uh, really uh, pay attention more in social media and the photos every everything they they do and just take a picture and share it in social media is more important uh, uh, this like the time and other people. I think is more like this sharing all the time your daily routine, your uh, many things you do in your day. I think is I if I could eliminate it, that is each one is one.
Yeah, and I don't see any reason to do that. I feel like, of course, if the person works with the technology, with the social media, they are an influencer or entrepreneur that is on the social media, that's okay if they want to do that. But like, why would I just take the phone and post a photo of my food that I'm eating right now? Like, what's the purpose of it? I don't really see a reason to do that, and I don't tattoo with that. Like, it's something normal. Why would I do that? And why do people do it? Because it's completely inútil, I'd say, something like that. But people can have different point of views of that. Maybe they can just share about it with their family, and that's okay. But with other people on the internet, I think it's too much. That's what I think. And about the third
Yes.
question, can you read it and answer?
which social media platform do you think will be the most relevant in the coming years? I think Facebook is one right now, but the WhatsApp for Brazilian people at most. Uh, all companies using that social media for marketing and communication, and I think is this social media platform to relevant in coming years, more relevant than now.
Nassim. Let me see. I'd say I'd say like WhatsApp too. I don't know. I think Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp are kind of the same have the same owner, something like that. I'm not really
Yeah,
knowing about it,
Meta.
but yeah. But so let me see. I think WhatsApp is talking about the communication, but talking about sharing things on social media for people to see it. I'd say like Facebook or mainly Instagram actually. I don't know. I don't know if that's because I use Instagram the most than other apps and WhatsApp, of course. But Facebook, it's not something that I really use it. I don't know why. I think it's for me it's from the past, but I don't know. I see it's still something relevant for people and the communication in general. But I think it's kind of like that. I don't know if there will be other social media too. I think probably there are always new social media coming apps, right? To coming and being created. So I'd say maybe another one can be created too. But about TikTok, I've never uh, downloaded it. And for me, it's a great thing. I see that as a good point for me. And I don't see it as a great thing that will become so popular more than others. I think it's mainly more infant childish. I don't know. Or for another public. And that's one point. Maybe one social media can atingir one public and the other one another public. So that depends of the reason of the I forgot the word, but the reason the people want to achieve people.
Yeah, I think in the future, like Facebook and Instagram can be just one app. In the future, they can be merged or something like that. And because the Meta is the same owner, these two apps, and more and WhatsApp too. But uh, now uh, just you can post something on Instagram and uh, in Facebook in the same time, the same post. So I think it can be merged in one app in the future, maybe.
Yeah, I do think that. And about the next question, number 4, do you prefer working from home or in an office? Why?
For me, right now, in this moment, I think I prefer work at home, like I work now, as a remote, and because with I have my daughter is nine, she is 9 years old, and like now in the afternoon we uh, have at home, and I can stay with her more time and helping in some point. But I think it is pros and cons in both uh, modes, and yeah, maybe in some point I can work like a hybrid. for
Yeah,
example. Yeah.
I'd say the same thing. Like now, I don't have a job actually, but talking about this, I definitely prefer working from home because it's better for me. It gives me freedom to be wherever I want to be, and if I want to just stay at home, that's okay. If I want to go to another city, state, country, that's also okay. So that's why I believe that's the best for me. But I can see that maybe that can be necessary some anytime for me to have a to work from an office, and I don't see that as a problem. I feel like it's part of the process. If that's necessary, I'm going to do that so I can achieve my goals and be better, improve in life in general, you know. But of course, if I can choose, I'm going to definitely choose working from home, and not only working from home, studying at home. I mean, nowadays I don't have any. I do many courses, everything that I can. Just by being here on CT is already a great example. But I don't have any other commitment. I think that's it. In person, person to person. You know, for me it's already something not so usual. How's that for you? For you, everything is online, or do you have these commitments person to person?
Now is yes, is online. I had some postgraduate now. I'm doing postgraduate now, and is online, and I can watch the class and uh, in any hour of day, and it's more comfortable when you can focus on in that at the time you have, and don't have this to go to a school or other place to have more freedom, as you said, and more feels more comfortable, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we can create our own routine and we can change it, even though there are some things maybe we need to do at some time of of the day, but we can change other things, we can change plans, and that's okay. That's what I most like about it. One
Just
of
pause the
the things.
just pause. Sorry, just pause the class and doing something else and go back.
Yeah, and não ter a falta of the class if you stopped.
Yeah.
That's the best part. But about the number 5, can you read it and answer?
Sure. What's your favorite app to stay informed about the news? Right now, I'm use the social media. I have connected some like journals or something else to get information at my city and uh, information about the day, for example. And I usually to see that social media for that for these things to stay informed. Uh, I think is more Facebook and Instagram to watch some histories or news about the day.
Yeah, I do the same thing basically. I have a TV at home, but I don't use it at all, just for HDMI, HDMI to that means using the computer with it so I can see what's on the computer but on the TV, just for it to get bigger the image. But let me see. I only use the Instagram. As I said, it's the main one that I use, and to communicate with people and to get to know by other people that I know them. WhatsApp too. But as I didn't say that yet. but I do prefer to search very well the information that I see, so that I know it's more reliable. I think that's the word. Not just believe in what appears in front of me and take that as the only right thing, the only, yeah, right thing that I see. No, I need to really search about it on different sources of on the internet, on websites and all, so I know, so I can take my own conclusion of things. I can try to understand better the facts and choose what I think it's great. I think everybody should do that, not only believe the first thing that appears in front of them. And I think there are two kind of people that do that do that the most: the younger one, the younger people, and the older one. I think the people who is in the middle are more informed about things, so they kind of know more how to manage all of that information. But the other people, older people, they are not so into technology, so they believe everything that maybe they believe everything that appears in front of them on the phone and all. And the younger people that maybe don't have the all the information, they don't understand the world yet, so they can believe what they see too. But I'd say it's always important to have this mentality to always search more about one subject to see if that's really the what happened, for example.
Yeah.
How do you see it?
I feel like that. As you said, the most important is uh, search about new things uh, and get this kind of information everywhere.
I see. And about the number six, if you could attend any tech or cultural event anywhere in the world, which one would you choose?
For me, I think like the Comic Con in the USA, I really enjoy that if I could go in there. May, I think I'm kind of a geek man, and about that, get a nostalgic day in this event. And about tech events, for my career, about like a DevOps day in São Paulo, uh, have already done last month, I think, in there. If I could get in there, it will be a good day to get network with other people in the same career about me and uh, get some conversations will be good.
I see. And what is that? I've heard people talking about it, but I don't actually know what it means. The Comic Con? What is that?
Comic Con, yeah, is a event, a geek event about movies and series and uh, quadrinhos too. I forgot the word, but it's a comic histories, yeah. And the people usually being there with uh, the fantasiados com os personagens.
I see.
It's a immersive event about these things.
I think that would be cool to be there, even though I don't know anything about it. But I think the whole experience, as you said, it's almost an immersion, being there on the every history and all. I think that would be nice. I don't have any tech or cultural events that I wanna one specific like. But if I could, I'd say meeting. I don't know, maybe in Japan. I feel like in Japan there are many. The technology is so active and so present on the daily life of people there. So I'd say I don't know if there's these specific events, but I would like to go there just to feel it, just to use it, to see how it works with the many with all of that technology that they have there. That would be a great thing. But any other, I don't remember right now if I would like to go any specific place to be there. But there are some places, some events that I would like to go that is not really related to technology or cultural event. That are some musicians, for example, there's this violinist guy from Germany. His name is David Garrett. I really like that man. He's really great at it, and he's fantastic. So that's something that I would really like to go. In Germany, he's having his own tour, so that would be really amazing. But it's not really related to it. That's why I don't consider the answer of the question. But about the next question, number 7, can you read it and answer?
Okay, what technological innovations do you think should be taught in schools to better prepare future generations? Maybe technological innovations, I think is more like the robotics and programmer as a programmer some softwares are I think is a good way to prepare the future generations for futures jobs and the trends. I think is more like that. This can be more and more used in the future.
Yeah, I do think like that too. It's not like about robotics. It's not my one thing that I really like it, but I'd say it's so important having this, especially nowadays with all the technology that we have. People, the young people and children actually need to know how to manage it, not just be, be not be aware of what is happening basically. But that, yeah, I'd say all that robots and especially dealing with the managing, not like creating things, not just understanding how things work, how the technology works, but really botar a mão na massa and create things by their own so they can really have this experience of trying it and doing things on their with their own hands, not just accepting what is told to them and without even seeing that in practice, basically. So that would
It's,
be something great.
is very important to uh, know about the some language uh, programming language for to develop logical things, logical thoughts. Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, this part, I think it's something that it's missing nowadays when people they don't want to think, they don't want to raciocinar, ratiocinate. I don't know. So that would be really interesting and important and essential, I'd say, for us to not become um, become robots. Not um, um, literally, but being don't questioning anything, just accepting everything that is told to us, and that's life. No, we have to really ask questions to people and questionate. I don't know if that's the word. Questionate everything that is around us, so we can really understand life and choose what we want to our life, not accept what people want us to be and let that be. I think I believe like that.
Yes, I see.
And Mm-hmm. And one thing I remember now about the other question, just to add about it, there's actually one event that I wanna participate. It's I would like to go presentially because it's already an immersion, but it's polyglotar. It's an amazing event that is happening that will happen this month in a few days. But I will certainly participate in the online events that is about polyglots telling stories and tips to 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 be there and to be polyglot and to work with it with the translation and interpretation. So that would be something that I'm going to be but that I'm going to participate probably. But talking about the eighth question, what type of streaming content do you consume the most and why?
Streaming content, I think it's more watching series and TV series and uh, of, movies at night with my daughter until she sleep. Uh, yes, I usually watching this kind of thing with her.
That's great. I'd say for me, I don't know. I had this what's the word? I forgot. Streaming. Streaming. I don't know. I don't remember that was Netflix or Amazon Prime, something like
Yes,
that. But I think now it's canceled because don't really use it. I pay for it, but uh, nowadays it's not my part of my routine, I'd say. And when I wanna watch something, I just use the free content that is on the internet on these websites. Not not because I don't wanna pay, but because I don't use it. So if I wanna just watch something, I just search for it on the internet and consume what's for free there because it's not something that I really need in my life. For me, it's something okay. If I want to, someday, maybe on the weekend, I'm going to search for it on the internet, but only like that. So
yes,
about the next question, yeah.
and so just complement consume a lot music too with streaming music for in the weekends, for example, to and yeah, with my daughter too.
Streaming, uh-huh. I do like streaming. Talking about music is what is the Spotify. Spotify is streaming.
Yes, yes,
So
as
that's something that I use.
kinds of audio or video is kind of thing to be streaming. I usually to use the YouTube Music now.
I see. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's just a different type of streaming, but it's still streaming. So I can say like that. Spotify too. It's better for me. And when I want to use on YouTube, I just use the normal YouTube, not the YouTube Music. For me, it's better or the Spotify or the normal YouTube. I feel like it's great, especially the Spotify. But when I want to see the video, it's just on YouTube.
Yes.
And yeah, that's it. And about the question number nine, if you could adopt a completely different lifestyle for a year, what would it be like? Number
Well,
nine.
for me, I think is like a Sabbath year, just traveling around the world and know about other cultures and in other places, in other countries. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great
will be like
answer.
that.
A great answer. And let me see. If I could just change something, I would. move to the beach, to a city that has a beach, and let me see. So I could have a different um, relation with life. Not just being so consumed by the things that I need to do and just relax more than I do now. Just be able to enjoy more life and what it has for us. So basically, be able to do that. So it's basically what said a sabbatic here, and to travel too. I'd say not being able to not work is a great already a great thing, and also to put in practice what I'm learning, what I'm studying right now. For example, about English, be able to communicate with people, and to really know about more about each other countries' lifestyles. So as I said about Japan, it's something really crazy for me. It's far away, I'd say nowadays, but it's something possible for me and for many people too. So maybe we see something so far away, like it's not possible for me to take a sabbatic year. But what can I do to have it? To think about these possibilities, to make what we want to do, to make what we can do to just enjoy more life without becoming a stressed person that just is worried about everything and at the same time doesn't enjoy things, you know?
Yes, I could uh, think about to move to a city like a Nordest city with beaches and enjoy more the air and the atmosphere in there is will be so good.
Yeah. And about the question number 10, can you read it and answer?
What aspect of today's digital culture would you like to see change it or improve it? Digital culture. Let me see. I think is like I said before, the younger culture now can just be immersive in digital things in a cell phone, a smartphone, or computer, and just immersive in this and social media and things like that, and the the networking with people and uh, sharing these thoughts and this knowledge is more and more uh, less or occurs just in the social media, and the face-to-face talking uh, is having missing in these days, and I think I uh, this culture can be improved or just regret to let a few years ago, like 10 years ago, it's just to text some message in the and in the cell phone. In the internet starts to what the word to more related in in our lives. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say about this question, like not, let me see, not having this out of control, I'd say. I feel like nowadays with all of that technology, I don't know if that's really safe, all of that technology around us and what that can be in a few years, basically. So, what I would, one aspect that I would change of today's digital culture is this, like be able to be more, to have more control over it. So we really know on what we are stepping, basically. Not only in stepping in an unknown place without even knowing what that can do to us. I feel nowadays we already have this mentality in this life of being able to consult, to search everything on the internet and all. So people are getting too used to it and don't are not prepared to the real life without the internet, without these facilities that we have nowadays. So I think one thing that I would change is that be able to have more control over it, and also to get out of technology so we can be really prepared for real things out of technology. Because if we don't do that, we won't be prepared for things when we don't have technology. I think that there can be a time that technology or internet will stop, can stop. It can stop if somebody do something about it. So we need to be prepared for it, for this moment to come, you know.
Yes, and for the kids, it's so important because the all these things in internet and the I think they allow access in much information, as a lot of information in a short time. Uh, this the kids will be developing more stress, and the immediatism is so visible in all of them. In this is a, a, a problem, a big problem for the society, our society, I think.
Yeah, I see. And another question that is not on the list, but would you prefer to go to the future, like be able to see how things will work, or to live a life back in a few years where internet and technology didn't exist or didn't have the power that they have now? What can you say?
Back to the past, yes, with my my mind, my actual mind, and back to the past and uh, maybe enjoy more some time and with some people, and doing things I haven't did before. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
something
say the
like that.
same thing. Be able to do that. I mean, I'm young, so I not always, but I had this contact since early with the technology and all. So I'd say have this moment without it. That would be great to live a life at least for a while out of technology, out of internet, out of everything like that. So I can really have this experience and val- valorize it. I don't know if that words mean exist, but to give value to what really matters. I see nowadays we can prioritize things that are not really priorities in our lives because it's just the daily life. We don't really pay attention to what we are doing now. Like I was there in a, I don't remember, like in a bus station, I don't remember, and I saw like every person there, and we are always on the phone, always doing something. But when we really stop and see each person, like somebody's eating something now, somebody's talking to their child, that can be really impressive on having the perception of how we're not really paying attention to people, to things, to the real things out of technology. So for me, that was a moment really shocking for me. Like if I wasn't here, I wouldn't be able to see that this clearly, you know? Do you have the same feeling too sometimes?
Yes, the people don't feels more the environment like the looking for the horizon and enjoy that and the landscapes, for example. I really enjoy that when I can be in there in some place with beautiful landscapes, for example, and let me see uh, just see the the sun and the places and enjoy that. People don't don't like that more. I think and just be consumed with internet things and the problems.
Yeah. And now talking about legacy, how do you see it? Would you like to leave? I don't know if that's the word, to leave a legacy to many people, to population in general, or how do you see? Would you like to be more a private person that just have this legacy to your children? How's that for you?
Yes, legacy for me now is raising my daughter and uh, teaching her some good things and uh, to her percepts I think the world different than others, for example. And if I can do something good for her, it's a good legacy for me.
Yeah, um I feel like it's something. I don't know if I would have this legacy to many people. I feel like it's something um focus. I forgot. Focus people can do, like to have this legacy to many people, to population in general. But I can see, like, if I just do my best, if I just do what I need to do, and to children, to the young people, to children in general, if I can less no no not listen, if I can leave this message to them about future, or just doing their best, or anything, I'd say it already teach me something about, okay, I meant something to someone, to this child, to these children. So my life was not in vain, you know. And not just talking about helping other people that can fulfill me, but I feel like it's already a majority of part of that, a great part of it, of the fulfillment that I can feel people at all. I believe it's part of it, of helping other people and being useful to someone, having this supporting supporting people in general. I think these are a great point that they can have to really feel it, and to be really impressive about their own life, how they impacted people, basically, you know.
Yes, and the people needs to see that do good things is like a chain. Uh, you help someone and someone help other people and is a continual improvement and continual chain to can start it to a little thing and in some point is helping many people, for example.
Yeah, that's it. So I wish we had more time to talk more about this topic, about different things, but also at the same time it's related to each other. So thank you very much for being here. And I want to ask you one more question that is not on the list, but the question is, what did you learn today in the conversation? It can be about a new word, a new expression in English, or a new lesson of life, anything.
Yeah, I think is the this message to our lives to be more more helpful and enjoy more the time with the people around us and use less technological things to less immersive maybe in this. Yeah.
Yeah. And today I can say I learned about, of course, about the Comic Con that you mentioned, and this series, this TV series that you mentioned it too. I'm going to search for it and maybe watch it because maybe that can be great for me just to relax more a little bit. But that's it. Thank you very much for being here today. I just sent the survey link on the chat, so if you can, just leave a comment telling how the conversation was for you. And if you have any suggestions about different topics, different themes that you want to talk about in the future, just leave a comment there. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you again anytime. See you.
Okay, thank you.